Okay, so I'm here with St. Moctus manager Brian McCarthy. Brian, I think it's fairly safe to say you were made work for that one tonight.
Yeah, it was a tough game. But I was very happy with us. I thought that was one of our best performances this year collectively. I thought we were very solid. We restricted them to, shots from out from distance. I don't think they, I think they had a few shots which Morgan took in, but there was nothing that really troubled us. But I was very happy with that performance. I thought we were very solid all over the pitch. Yeah.
After a strong start by yourselves, Greystones came into the match and were starting to cause problems. They didn't really have very much chances per se, but they were certainly picking up in speed. Where you just have to get into half time with I suppose intact.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. No, I thought we were well in the game. I didn't think there was. You're always going to have a spell, or the opposite team are going to have a spell in any type of game. So I'd expect that, but I just thought we were. I thought we defensively and going forward, we were creating chances. I think we had 4 or 5 good chances in the first half. But first they were good. Like they could play it around, and they were. The lad up top, the 11 was very nippy and around. So they played to their strengths, but hard fought. But as I said before, I don't really keep saying it. It's a tough league. It's going to be every game is a tough game.
And considering that at the weekend you lost to Fairhouse, how important was it that you bounced back here at home tonight?
Yeah, I don't think we were good against Fairhouse, to be honest with you. It was hard to really pick anything up about the game. We huffed, we puffed a bit against Fairhouse, and I think Fairhouse beat us, which was there. But I think tonight now was really, out of 3 games, I know we scored against Malahide and Cherry Orchard and 10 goals, but I was very happy with tonight. I thought as a group we were where you want to be. We were defensively good, we were going forward, we were good, and when we lost it we got back in numbers which was probably missing Sunday, so I was very happy with it.
David Sommers, I think out of all the years that I've been following St. Moctus, has proven to be a top signing for you. He produced a moment of magic tonight when it was needed. Yeah,
well, look, you see, I think it was Cherry Orchard, wasn't it? Or Malahide, he scored a goal from near the halfway line. He's that type of player, you know what I mean? And blew well the second last match of the season. He comes up, but he scores and go, but he works hard, he works his arse off, and it's a delight for him. I'm delighted for all the lads. I think every one of them. We stepped up today. I wanted a performance. I wanted them to show what we were about, and I wanted to show they had the attitude and the fight to step up when needed, and I think we did that tonight.
I mentioned a couple of weeks ago the inspired substitution, bringing on Alan McGrail against Malahide. You made another substitution late on in the game, and he ended up just clinching it for you.
Yeah, well, Anto's come in. He's only come in the last couple of weeks, but and he's only had to having a baby, so he's been hit and miss. But you see him in training doing things like that, and he's nippy around the goal and some hit, you know what I mean. So yeah, delight for him as well. But because the strength and depth we need, we need to have a squad to compete in all the competitions we're in. It's tough, lads can work, lads be missing through work, lads be missing through whatever reason. But so it's good to have the squad, and it was the likes of Kieran Owen coming on again, excellent, and Anto coming on and getting his goal. Even Johnny Lyons coming in, chasing and harrying. It's just, that's the competition that's there, and that's good for me. So.
And the games have been coming thick and fast. I think you now have a bit of a break between now and the next game. Well needed at this stage. After
personally, well needed. I'm wrecked. There's only 4 games into the season. I'm done. Yeah, no, look, I think it's Saturday week's our next game, so yeah, we just take a weekend off and go back training next week, and then start up for Newbridge. I think is the next one.
And as well, the draw for the first round of the Intermediate Cup was made as well this week. Bangor Celtic have been drawn out against.
Yeah, I was talking to John Scott, the Bangor manager, so I think I said first it was a handy one, and then he said it was a handy one. So no, look, I think Bangor are a good side. They came here last year and well beat us, to be fair, you know what I mean. So it's another tough draw in the first round. So you have to play the big teams if you want to win it. So I have to play them sometimes. So fortunately, you get them in the first round, but that's the draw.
And I'm sure, I think every sports manager would tell you that it's taking it each game as it comes. I'm sure you'd be trying to block out that thought of, well, it also acts as a qualifier for the FAI Cup next season. Yeah,
I think it's round 3, but yeah, look, we get by Newbridge first, and then we look at Bangor. But look, it's I think everyone knows, and it's going to be a tough game for both teams. There's a lot of respect for John Scott. He does things the right way, and a very good side there. So hopefully, look, we'll concentrate Newbridge and keep the league going, and then we'll plan something for Bangor.
Okay, Brian, well done tonight. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Pat.